My name is Tracy Allen, and I want to welcome you to Cooking with Some Friends. Hi everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful afternoon and evening. We're going to share a recipe, or I'm going to share a recipe for some loaded burritos. And I'm going to start with the filling that goes on the inside. I want to take 1 cup of sour cream, 1 small can of green chilies. This is a 4 ounce, 4 ounce green chilies. 1 can of cream of mushroom soup, 1 can of rotel with green chilies, and I did drain my rotel, a half a package of taco seasoning, and I need to make up some more of my homemade taco seasoning so I don't have to use store purchased. And then I need about 1 cup of Fiesta blend cheese. Mix all that together. Now that I have that part of my filling put together, I've taken 1 rotisserie chicken and I cut that up into bite-sized pieces, and I'm going to go ahead and add that in. So I've got our filling thrown together or mixed together. I've sprayed my 9x13. I'm going to preheat my oven to 350, but I want to fill my tortillas, and I have burrito size, and I have 8 of them. You can make up to 10, just depending on how full you want to fill them, but I want to fill these fairly full and roll them like a burrito and put them into my sprayed 9x13. I've rolled all my burritos, so now I'm going to take 1 large can of enchilada sauce, put that over the top. You could use green enchilada sauce too if you wanted to. We just like the red better. About a half cup of that Fiesta blend cheese, and then put this in that 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes. And then I'll show you the corn mixture that we're going to put over this. For our corn topping that goes over our loaded burritos, I've taken what would be equal to 1 can of corn. It's drained. It's our frozen corn, so it's about 1.5 cups, and 2 tablespoons of butter. And I want to cook that until the butter melts. Our butter's not quite melted for our corn topping, but we're going to go ahead and season this, because we're going to want it to let it cool then after the butter's all melted and we've let it cook for a little bit. What we're going to season with, I have some hot Mexican style chili powder. You can use regular chili powder if you want, and you're just going to use a dash of it. You don't want to go too crazy. And then the same amount of garlic salt. Again, don't go too crazy. And we're going to cook this once that butter melts for about 5 or 10 minutes. And once that happens, we want to let it cool down a little bit. And we're going to put about 1/2 cup of queso fresco crumbled up into that. And then this will go over our burritos. Our corn mixture has cooked down nicely, and it's starting to get just a little bit of brown on it. And that's what we were looking for. So now we can take this off the heat and let it cool while our burritos bake, and then we'll put our fresco in. Our burritos are out of the oven and our corn has cooled down, so I'm going to take a little bit of that fresco and crumble it up into our corn. You only want about 1/2 cup or so. And then you can top your burritos with sour cream, cheese, shredded lettuce, some queso, some more salsa, some pico de gallo, whatever you like on your burritos. Thanks for joining us for this session of Cooking with Some Friends. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And find us on Facebook at Cooking with Some Friends.